Но мы можем ему вот видите, что у нас есть, можем ему вот так.
In the run-up to the big night, nothing's left to chance.
Это вот предел.
The devil's in the detail, they say,
Мы можем карман.
and there are plenty of doting hands to keep the devil away.
Just normal sleep.
Но this.
No ruffles, no. I just want a clean sleep. That's my one request.
Maybe I have my ways a little bit and they have their ways, which I respect, but there are certain things that I kind of feel strongly about.
I know that he wants this, but just as long as it doesn't look like I don't fit into it.
The terrorists then fled down a lane next to the hospital.
The lane which they had taken is a pretty narrow lane. The fencing was such which was, it could bend, and they were sort of hiding in the bushes. They must have suddenly spotted these terrorists and the vehicle came to a halt. My husband got off the vehicle. And he shot at one of the guys. He got hit on the hand, his weapon fell down. He tried to lift it, by then the other shot was fired at him. It appears that maybe the other terrorists fired at all of them.
Of JLS in there that you've done. Oh, I think I might have seen a little drawing of JLS that you've done. I think I caught that. Can we see it? Oh!
They have, however, created customs and rituals of their own. Before setting off on a large fishing expedition, the men of the village gather to perform a special ceremony. The boat dance. And every fisherman knows the moves.
Dressed in the uniforms of Stalin's secret police, these demonstrators say it's just not fair. Known as Blue Bucket activists here in Moscow, they have a blue light all of their own. Their campaign to free the city of blue lights is popular, but it also lands them in the odd spot of trouble, often in the news for being arrested or just getting in the way.
PEN's members do what they do best. They write, crafting appeals to ministers, articles in the media, and letters of solidarity to imprisoned writers. They use their skills to make the world a safer place for writers. Because when freedom of speech goes, other human rights follow. Writing is not a luxury, it is a necessity. The same could be said of PEN.
This book is called Madrid in Memoriam, and there are some images I'm always about crying when I see them. If you feel desperate, then you would do nothing. So it is better to do it just bit by bit, bit by bit.
Pretty much right at the top of the mountain. Let's try it out. And here we go! Woohoo! But with a season that extends into May, and the 5 meters of powder beneath me, there'll be no repeat of Snow Star Vancouver here. Whoa! Rosa Hooter is on its way.
We're ping-ponging each other, basically. We're teasing each other with music. Then suddenly, it's like a roller coaster.
There's over 100,000 square metres of green roofs in London at the moment. I mean, there are so many developments going out east, like around the Dome, going all the way out to Barking and Dagenham.
Thames Gateway.
Thames Gateway. You could argue that they should all be having green roofs as a requirement.
So what you're saying is, unless there's a nature conservation issue, it's not actually a requirement.
No, it's
a
not.
recommendation and no more than that.
I mean,
Covering nearly 10% of the globe, it's protected by a treaty that ensures it's used for peaceful purposes only, and in the interests of all mankind. A decade marked by terror attacks. Remembrances like this one in Mumbai.
They shot 52 people there.
A wave of violence that's left people across the world feeling vulnerable.
And then they walked in, shooting at Times of India building and everything. That was the last SMS she sent.
Oh my God. Now, how important do you think the bottom of the pyramid market is?
Oh, I think it's very important, if only simply because of volume.
In terms of, you know, these people are going to be the consumers of tomorrow, I suppose. That's what history's shown.
Well, absolutely.
Of course, there's the supply of water as well, looking at building reservoirs, looking at turning seawater into tap water, even a national grid where you'd actually pump water from one side of the country to another.
So if we look 5 years on, is it as easy for people like Lisa Maggs to get into this kind of business?
Much harder. I mean, at that time we inherited...
Whoa! Whoa! Free riding isn't that easy. Whew. Not the most graceful moment here. Oh, I think I can do it. And he lives to ski again.